Against the ropes, number one.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. AtR podcast. Whoa, we're starting with music or what? What was that? Hey, yeah, that was my mess up. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But we're live. Gio Garcia here alongside Christian Mosqueda. That was a pretty lit intro. I ain't gonna lie. That was an accident, but it was pretty cool.
Stuff happens when you're on live. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yes, sir, man. Another week in boxing. This week is going to be something else, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be special. A lot of very good fights. Very good fights this month, period. So we're going to get right into it, man. We're just going to hop right into it, Chris. We're not going to waste any time, man. We're not going to fill out those first rounds. We're getting right into it. With the news that came out today, man. Joe Smith Jr.'s fight against Vlasov has been postponed, at least temporarily. It was Vlasov who tested positive, right, for COVID?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so very unfortunate. And this is the article that just came out today on ESPN, of course. The fight has been postponed. It was supposed to be a very good fight, man. Main event this weekend on ESPN. Vlasov, 45-3, 26 KOs. Joe Smith Jr., 26-3. 21 KOs. This was supposed to be going down there at the Bubble in Las Vegas on ESPN. And, of course, you guys see the tweet there by Bob Arum, who let me just go ahead and read it. It's here on your screen, but it says, and this was obviously a couple of days ago, if Joe Smith Jr. is victorious Saturday night against Vlasov on ESPN, and if Arthur Beterbiev successfully defends his unified crown against Adam Danis, I know I said that right, on March 20th, also on ESPN, we could see a ferocious bombs away 3-belt battle later in 2021. So obviously that's probably off the table as of now because this fight has to be postponed. I mean, it could still happen, but it was shaping out to be Joe Smith Jr. if he won that title against Beterbiev. But I mean, at least for now, those plans are postponed.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunate because I mean, Joe Smith Jr., as we remember, he's the guy that knocked Bernard Hopkins through the ropes.
You had to say it.
And so I mean, people wanted to see a little bit more of him, see where he's been at. I know he had a loss after that, but a lot of people want to see where he was at. Maxim Vlasov, people wanted to see who this guy was, if he's in that picture as well, what he can do in that division. But yeah, dude, it's unfortunate for Joe Smith Jr. His fight falls through. Only a couple of days away, so they don't have enough time to really get a replacement. It's not like there's a guy, sitting on the couch who passed a test that's waiting. Very, very doubtful. So, from this moment, there's a blessing for a past guest of the show in Jackson Martinez, who's fighting Richard Comey and who got elevated, right, Gio, to the main event. So, dude, to me, it's like he just talked about how he has to be, grateful for whatever happens. We talked about the Rolando Romero, how he, he's not too upset about that because, he believes in a higher being. He believes that things will work in his favor. And this is one of those moments. What are your thoughts on that? Jackson Martinez, past guest of the show, getting elevated to the main event.
Yeah, no, it's a very good opportunity for him. Obviously, Martinez here. I put it up on your screen, going up against Comey. Very good fight. Now it's the main event, and this is a very good event overall. Very good card overall.
Yeah.
So, I obviously we wanted to see that Joe Smith Jr. I don't know why I'm struggling with that name. Struggling with the easiest name, Joe Smith Jr. Obviously, we wanted to see that fight to see if he can win that world title and eventually face Beterbiev. I believe that's a title that Canelo vacated, if I'm not mistaken. But that since that's being postponed, obviously Martinez gets the green light now for the main event. And like I said, this is a great card overall. We got Adam Lopez on it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all the other guys who are on it. Eric Puentes on it, who is another athlete sponsored by Puro Golpe. So shout out to both of them. Shout out to Eric Puente and Puro Golpe. They're out here from California, obviously Southern California. So they're gonna be on that card. It's gonna be a stacked card. So I think just as boxing fans, we're gonna be happy to see a great card, man. And it's gonna be great to see Jackson Martinez, who's gonna be on that headliner now. Honestly, I thought Rollies was gonna be the headliner for his show, but like we mentioned before, he was the first televised fight on that event, if I'm not mistaken. So, Jackson doing good things, man. Great things happening for him. Like you said, he has a lot of faith in himself. He has a lot of faith in God and things like that. So, things have been turning out well for him. So happy for him and excited to see him in that headliner now.
Yeah. And this is no easy fight. I mean, Comey sees it as his chance to get back in the mix. He's coming off a loss against I guess you could say one of the fighters of the year last year. And so Comey wants to get back in that picture. So, I mean, these guys, any of these guys can win this fight. We know Comey has power. We know Martinez has that boxing skill, that skill set. So he's got to be careful. Martinez is very sound on the defensive end, but you got to watch out for Comey's power. So both hungry. Both guys know what this fight means. Elevated to main event. All eyes are going to be on them. It's a great opportunity for them to get back into title contention. And so, Martinez has gone on record saying that he feels like a king without a crown. Comey has had his crown taken away from him. So, dude, this is going to be a great fight. I can't wait to see it. And, man, I'm going to be on the edge of my seat seeing one of our own getting up there. So, should be good.
Oh, that's adorable. No, but look, let's do this because we did start our little quiniela. Right. I'm not sure how they call it in English. I gotta Google it, but we have our boxing predictions, right? I think this is a good fight to insert that in there, man. This Jackson Martinez against Comey predictions. You guys at home can join. If you'd like to join, we've only done one fight and we want to do this throughout the year. What we want to do is have our predictions documented, right? Have it on this list, and kind of have like a little point system. 1 point for the correct prediction, and another point if you get the correct way, meaning either knockout or unanimous decision. So we want to do that throughout the year, and we want to have a document of it. We already made a Google Doc. The first one was Ryan Garcia against Luke Campbell. I think we both got that one right. What was it? Knockout. We both got that one right. But if you guys at home would like to participate, all you have to do is write down your predictions in the comment section. We're adding Jackson Martinez against Richard Comey. So go ahead and write your prediction in the comment section, not in the live chat. In the comment section, leave it there so I have it, and I'll insert it into the document. And I'll be repeating this info too toward the end of the show and on other shows, so you guys can join. But I think this is a good fight to insert in that list, man, because it can go either way, and it's gonna be hard to guess whether decision or knockout or this or that. So I think that's a good fight to insert there, man.
Yeah. Do you want to give your prediction now? You're gonna wait a little bit. You want to think about it?
Oh man, this is a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Jackson Martinez unanimous decision, man. Decision. Jackson Martinez. Yeah. He looked good against another power puncher, and Rolando Romero outboxed him. Maybe won 8-9 rounds. I'm sure some people gave him 10 rounds. So I think he can use that confidence that he built from last fight even though on paper the judges didn't give it to him. And also combining that with the fact that Comey was stopped in his last fight so early on, I think that can, play in his favor.
Yeah. To me, I'm gonna go with an outright Martinez win. I think Comey has more power. Comey can win this one on I think he can if he lands something, he can win this on stoppage. But I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one. I won't always agree with you, but I'm gonna have to say Martinez as well by decision. I'm gonna say majority though. I'm gonna say majority. I think Comey's his aggressiveness we'll see one judge see it his way, but I believe the two others will give it to Martinez. So I'll say majority. I'll say majority.
Okay. Yeah, for the sake of the our guessing game, I'm only gonna go decision with either or majority or unanimous and knockout. So to not make it too difficult on us. But yeah, let me pull up the box rec. I don't know if you had anything else to add on that fight, Chris.
Yeah. For yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about Joe Smith Jr. Dude, on that note, it's unfortunate that fight falls through because you mentioned Metairie. That's the other light heavyweight in that division that people have been told Canelo to stay away from. That's chewing more than you can really take. So on that note, it sucks that we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to see Joe Smith Jr. getting another win under his belt, the title possibly, and because I bet there be Joe Smith Jr. fight down the line. That's gonna be fireworks. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be a lot of action. That's gonna be those big heavy hitters that can ignite that division once again. And so, yeah, man, a little disappointed that Joe Smith Jr.'s fight is off due to Blasov testing positive for COVID. Gonna have to wait a little bit longer to see this guy back in action, but we like to see those fights. We like to see the title holders fight against each other, and hopefully we get those down the road.
All right, so I have the box rec here on your screens for the full card, but let's go to some comments here because we have some people with some predictions. Shout out to Jesus who's here. ¿Qué onda? What's up? What's up? Gonzalo says, "Do we win a sick LAFC beanie? If I had an extra one, maybe, but nah, this is the only one I have, man. Sorry." Let's see. Gonzalo also says Martinez 12-0. What, he's winning every round, you're saying?
Damn.
Alexis saying Comey by KO. And Jesus says split decision for Martinez. Man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, no, that's any of those things can happen. Comey he's got that power. He was knocked out the last time out. He's going to want to make a statement. Both these guys are going to want to make a statement. I think Comey, has that power advantage. And if someone's gonna knock each other out, I'm gonna have to give it to Comey. I just think he's got that strength, that power. He's got more knockouts, and so yeah. Hopefully, hopefully I'm right and I get my decision with Martinez winning by decision. But we'll see. This is a big fight, and any of these guys can win this fight.
And here is the full card here on your screen. We have, of course, Richard Comey, main event now against Jackson Martinez. You can see the records there. Adam Lopez, man, Blue Nose is back against Jason Sanchez. Jason Sanchez 15-2. Adam Lopez 14-2. But Adam has been fighting very tough competition, man. So hopefully he does well in that one. I saw him at the gym this week. He's locked and loaded. And hopefully next week we could get him on the podcast, man. Maybe next Thursday. Get a chance to talk to him. Jared Anderson, heavyweight action there against Kingsley Ibe. Let's see. We have Eric Puente, like I said, another athlete sponsored by Puro Golpe, 4-0. He's going against another undefeated fighter in Sergio Vega, 2-0. So this should be a very good card, man. Very good card. And I think we can move on from this one. Do you have any last quick comments on this ESPN card?
No, it's a really good card, good stack card. Adam Lopez, again, we remember him. He had a great fight against Oscar Valdez, who fights, and in March, defending his title against another pound for pound and Miguel Berchelt. So Adam Lopez has the experience, man. Can't wait to see him back. Is there anything that you could tell us from Adam Lopez, just being at the gym over there, scouting him out, Gio?
Well, he's locked and loaded, man. That's what I can say. He's to me unofficially one of the if this is even a thing, one of the captains there at the gym. You know, he's well respected. He's always giving people pointers and always giving good compliments and things like that to his stablemates there. So man, he's ready to go and he's been looking sharp, man. If you guys haven't watched Adam Lopez fight, just he's gonna be jabbing a lot, man. That's what I can tell you. He's a very good boxer, and but he loves to fight as well. He likes to go toe to toe, so that should be exciting.
Yeah, another fighter that likes to go toe to toe, who's made a career going toe to toe, is none other than the legend Manny Pacquiao, who announced something, right, Gio? You want to jump into that?
Yeah, before we jump into that, let me just, since I have the schedule pulled up there on your screens, let's read the schedule for for Saturday, February 13th. There's some action going down in London on the DAZN. Josh Warrington is fighting against Mauricio Lara. That's going down, so Saturday is going to be action-packed. Also, from Indio, California, on the DAZN, Jojo Diaz against Shakadzon Rakimov. Killed it once again. That's going down. I struggled the first couple times, but then I got it. That's going down. Let me see. Patrick Teixeira against Brian Castaño. Brazil against Argentina. That's going down. That should be exciting. Title fight, 154-pound division. Ronnie Rios against Oscar Negrete. That should be good. Jason Quigley against Shane Mosley Jr. Jr. is back in action. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick before we moved on to Manny Pacquiao, as you stated. Let me go ahead and pull up the graphic there on your screens. Manny Pacquiao, man, he posted this tweet recently. Let me see what date it says on it. February 8th, 3 days ago. He says, training camp has begun. I'm ready to get back in the ring and to further add my legacy in the sport of boxing. Big news coming soon. What can that be, man? Is he fighting Tank Davis? Is he going to shock the world? He's going to say, nah, I'm not going to fight Ryan. I'm going to fight his rival.
Honestly, when we talk about legacy, you're talking about somebody that's in their prime, somebody that's, respected in the boxing circle. It's got to be one of two fighters, Gio. I'm gonna have to say it's either gonna be Crawford or Spence. We already know that he fights guys in their primes, the Thurmans, those guys that are on the list and in that welterweight division. I think it's going for some top dogs in that, either those two or somebody or one of the title holders at 140. But we do know that Ramirez and Taylor are they're going to be in that matchup. So I think he's going to go after some top dogs. He's not afraid to fight these guys in their primes. He's beating these guys. He believes in himself. He's in great shape. I think he's going after these top dogs. If he's saying for legacy, I don't think he's meaning Ryan Garcia. He's talking about guys that are proving themselves. And so I'm going to have to say that Crawford or Spence, one of those two. I think he's going to shock us with that announcement.
We'll see, man. We'll see what Pacquiao has in store. I don't really have much to add there. We will be talking about Deontay Wilder and Mark Breland. Tipsy McStagger says Breland KOs Wilder in 3. Yeah, man. He probably won't need any of the spiked water to do it either, or the heavy costume. I need to pull up a funny meme that I saw recently, man. Hopefully I don't forget, but yeah, we'll be talking about Deontay Wilder and Mark Breland in a little bit. Breland had some stuff to say via Instagram. He wrote you guys see it actually on your screen now, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it up so you guys can see what he said. It was a long 7 swipes. I think it took it was on Instagram, the thing. He took a screenshot of what he wrote. But yeah, we'll get into that, man. But yeah, it looks like Manny Pacquiao will be back soon. Let's see what's in store, man. He's been... Oh, you know what? I do want to mention that he was instated as a champion in recess, and Ugas was upgraded, I suppose. Which I hate when that happens, and I hate when guys walk around like they're champions now all of a sudden, because these organizations decided to upgrade them for no reason. You would think. I mean, Ugas, I think he won 2 fights after losing to Sean Porter. I mean, I don't know how these organizations come up to these conclusions that guys should be champions, but or that they should fight for interim belts and shit like that. It's weird. But yeah, Ugas has been calling out Danny and acting like he's a man now at 47. And I don't know. It gets weird when these upgraded guys get a belt.
Yeah.
They start
Did he
running.
get an email?
Huh?
Did Ugas get an email? Did he get an email and got elevated, or he just got elevated?
Yeah, email.
Oh.
So Pacquiao, since he was inactive for so long, he hasn't fought since Keith Thurman. He was named the champion of recess. And I guess that means he's not the champion when he's not active. When he's back active, he's back again, the champion, I suppose. I don't know. These guys make up their weird rules, but they elevated Ugas to that WBA, I believe, championship. But yeah, I guess he goes back down to the regular one when Pacquiao comes back. I don't know, but it's weird. I hate the upgraded champions. Beat a champion to be a champion, man. That's my opinion on that.
You know what bothers me when they fight for a vacant title when it's like another guy that hasn't proved himself.
Well, look,
we can fight any. That bothers me when it's like a vacant title with somebody else that's not like really up there.
I mean,
that one's bothersome.
There's so many cases, and I'm going to start with Devin Haney. Even though a lot of people seem to be very sensitive about the Devin Haney topic, but he beat a guy for the interim whatever WBC belt against a guy who knows who he was. So he beat that guy for the vacant interim silver, whatever they call it. And then he got upgraded after that to the real belt. So he kind of skipped the line twice, which is weird. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's why I consider Teofimo the undisputed, because he actually beat the WBC champion, right?
Yeah.
Who was Lomachenko. And the whole 168 division has vacant belts. I mean, Billy Joe Saunders beat I don't know who. Caleb Plant beat I don't know who, but they got vacant belts. You know, which is weird. But anyway, that's boxing for you.
Speaking
Whole bunch
about
of vacant belts.
Speaking about Devin Haney, he did come to the Jackrabbit Gym to do some sparring. I don't want to say anything yet. I gotta go do my investigative work and see what happened down there. But yeah, there's that. I'll talk about it once I get that scoop, and I'll share it here. But if I can, if it's but yeah, I gotta do some research. But yeah, Devin Haney came to spar at the Jackrabbit, and some things went down. So we'll stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, back to you. Yeah.
Well, what else do we have here? Let me see. Where's that screen? Yeah, you got anything else? Any other news before we get into Deontay Wilder?
Well, before we get into Deontay, let's see what we got. Did you see the? Oh yeah, that's right. You did not see Monster Inoue, who did a little sparring exhibition charity match. He did a 3-rounder, Gio, a 3-rounder against the I believe it's a flyweight title holder, and it was a charity match, 3 rounds, 2 rounds. Oh, they were supposed to have headgear the whole time, but come the 3rd round, they took their headgear off, and then they just let their hands go. And dude, it was a fun match. Yeah, I actually saw Inoue get touched a little more than we're used to seeing him. But again, it was a charity event. I don't know if you guys saw it, and if you guys are in the chat, let me know what you guys thought about that match. But yeah, the Monster Inoue did a charity event. I didn't hear too much about it until I saw the actual highlights. But yeah, it was for charity. I know Pacquiao and Ryan were talking about doing something similar. If they're gonna do it, check out that match. That's the way to do an exhibition match. So yeah, Monster Inoue back in action for a good cause. Check that out, Gio, if you ever get a chance this week.
No, I won't get a chance.
Nah.
I'm not interested. But
Bro, you cannot skip on the Monster anytime he gets in the ring.
I mean, the fact that I heard nothing about it says a lot. I don't know, but
that one went under the radar.
Let's talk about another fight, man. This is not an exhibition. This is more like a internet war, I suppose you can say. Let me go ahead and pull it up there. So Mark Breland had a whole lot to say. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave the slideshow on there, but I'm gonna read it through my screen what he said. I don't know if this was posted on Facebook and he just kind of reposted these screenshots or whatnot. But He says, let's skip that, whatever. He said, I've had enough. I'm going to say things here that was reserved for my autobiography. Still by the book. There's so much more. I'm also going to add did I just give him a free plug? Damn, I didn't even know. But anyway, I'm also going to add a couple of pics. One of a quote from a daily news reporter where he says, the usually reserved Mr. Breland is so often quiet unless it's something he's passionate about. So true. And this is one subject that has me very passionate, actually beyond my passion. So I'm not giving nobody this interview. I'll use my own platform since I've been opened like a can of sardines. On the last podcast I was a guest on, damn, they couldn't even wait till the next show to talk about me. I went on that show with them following my request of no Deontay talk. But when you've been holding onto something for so long and you're pissed off about it, obviously anyone can push your buttons and all kinds of shit may come out. Whatever. Let me skip to some of the better stuff. He mentions AJ. I don't know why. You guys can go read it on his Instagram. I'm not gonna read the whole thing because it's so long. But he was basically saying that Deontay Wilder changed in the 12 years that he's been with him. Let's see, what else is he saying? I believe it's still on your screen. Yeah. Let me get to like the last part.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? All right, whatever. He's talking about the gloves and shit. All right. I never thought anything this insane could take place. I should not have addressed who had the water because the accusation is so asinine it doesn't deserve a reply. Anyone who knows a tiny bit about boxing knows we're tested before and after a fight. So that's the end of that ludicrous allegation. And there's the quote-unquote gloves. To that I say, that's the one time I'm glad Jay treated me like I didn't matter. So he does all the head training aspects. I guess that's the other trainer.
Yeah.
The witness for the hand wrapping, the press interviews, everything where a camera is involved, except hand wraps. I'm the one for that. I'm not sure if he knows. In all those years, I can't recall seeing him do it. The last quote of mine I'll stand by is the rubbish was on the canvas. I do not do much talking in the ring, but with whatever. So at the end it says, lastly, that fight, just as many others, we had no cut man because Deontay won't need it. So I'm not a doctor, but I know blood coming out of your ears and dazed eyes could be a brain issue, and power comes from your legs, and his legs were gone. So I made a decision to stop the fight, and I do it all again. I have a son Deontay's age. I'm not looking to see him go out on his shield. I hope all stay safe. There are so many bigger issues in the world, and that's how he concluded his statement. But you guys can go ahead and look that up. It looked like he was just tired of it, man. Looked like he was just tired of the Deontay Wilder allegations. I know Eddie Hearn said that Deontay Wilder's losing it, that he's not right in the head. But yeah, Mark Breland finally spoke out, and looks like he's tired of Deontay.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like the Gypsy King really got, really smacked Deontay and put him in bad terms. Honestly, Deontay has been, we've seen him go on social media,
Twerking?
excuses left and right, blaming everything from his suit to his coach to the opponent, messing with the gloves and everything. And that's just so unprofessional. We talked about it before on the podcast, how he should be thanking his coach. He should be thanking his lucky stars that he has somebody there that cares about him, that doesn't, care about the money, that doesn't care about, seeing a warrior go out on the shield. No, he wanted to protect him. And sure, he took him out against Deontay's wishes. But dude, the reason Deontay can walk right now and still fight and still have another payday is because, that coach took him out the moment he did. And I think he seems like the type of guy that, like you said, he's a quiet guy, doesn't really talk. We know a lot of people that are just like that don't like to go on the media, don't like to give interviews, don't like to, put their dirty laundry per se out there, and you could tell this guy got his buttons pushed, and boom, he had to let it out. He had to let it out, and he made it clear that he's tired of Deontay, that there's a lot of facets of his game that he needs to work on. But I think what he's most saying here is that he's hurt that somebody did not, care about him, somebody that was actually out there looking for his well-being. So, yeah, Deontay needs to get his priorities in line. He's a grown man. He should be thanking this man for saving his life in a way, for not taking more damage that he could have taken in that fight, because the Gypsy King was all over him. Since round 3, it was over practically.
Which one was your favorite conspiracy theory from Wilder or his fans? Which one was the funnier one to you?
The Wilder of all the excuses, or
Yeah.
Dude, the suit one, man, the suit one, because you even made a clip about that, the Piccolo suit, and that got a bunch of hits. And I've never heard something about the suit. That's something that was in your control. Like, you wore that suit, you practiced coming with that entrance. You feel a little heavy, you're gonna be like, nah. You know what? Take some of these pearls, some of these jewels out. Like, that's too heavy. That's number one for me. That was the funniest. I've never heard that before. I've never heard someone blame the suit. Care more about how you looked and how you're going to perform in that ring. The first thing you would want to do is come and go in there comfortable. That's a fight. That's for the heavyweight title. To this day, you want to go in there comfortable. So, like, the whole blaming the suit, that one was it.
All right, next question. Do you see any more excuses coming?
You can never tell with this guy.
Maybe
honestly.
they put some powder on the gloves that he couldn't see well. Maybe they gave him some NyQuil. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. He said something about that wasn't the Bronze Bomber in there. That was somebody else.
That was his twin now?
Bro, that was me.
We got to investigate this, man. Maybe he has a twin who took his spot.
Something was going on outside that distracted me. He probably is a gypsy, like a true gypsy. I don't know. Honestly,
some voodoo on him.
Deontay's on another one, man. He again, someone that delusional. People around him have to tell him, dude, you got your ass beat. You got your ass beat. You should thank that guy for stopping the fight when he did. Like, what are you doing, man? Stop. You're a grown man. Just own that defeat. Learn how to use a jab. Practice. Go back to the beginning. Go practice the foundations of boxing, and no shame in losing, but start again, man, and leave those excuses outside the ring. So yeah.
Till this day.
What's your favorite excuse?
I think that's the one, man. The suit. I thought that was hilarious, but also accusing his coach of spiking his water and stuff. That's crazy, man. I've never heard anything like that. To blame your own people, to blame the own man who saved you. Man, that's crazy. That's unheard of right there.
But they also blame with the gloves. They say that Tyson Fury had no padding in the gloves.
Yeah, but I think we've heard that one before. That wasn't a new one. The other two are just like came out of nowhere.
Yeah. To me, it's like once you put excuses out there, like, all your fans will jump on it, and some of them will believe it, and that's in a way spreading fake news. You're spreading, things that are not true, that are based on speculation. So
will he get impeached from boxing?
Yeah.
Will he get impeached from boxing?
You say that again?
Will he get impeached from boxing?
Will he get impeached? Man, I think he's going to suffer another loss if he doesn't straighten up. He's got to go back to his foundation. I think he just fell in love with that right hand that was working so well with him. He forgot about everything else that he has to do. He forgot to work on his weaknesses. And so I don't know if too many people are going to want to work with him if this is how he treats, the person that was with him for 12 years. And so, yeah, shout out to Mark Breland, man. He did his thing.
Good guy, good man. All right. Anything else you got, or should we give another prediction for a fight coming up February 20? It's gonna be
time, bro.
It's gonna be documented, man.
It's to prediction time.
So February 20, Las Vegas, ESPN, the bubble. Miguel Berchelt against Oscar Valdez for Berchelt's WBC junior lightweight title. 130 pounds there.
Let me go first this time.
What's
Let
up?
me go first this time because I don't want you
Yeah.
to say
No,
that I caught you.
I already had mine, bro. I don't let people brainwash me into predictions. Go ahead, though.
I'm,
Go
I'm,
ahead.
I'm gonna say Miguel Bertel by knockout. I think Miguel
Woo!
Bertel. I think he stops Oscar Valdez. I think this becomes I think this becomes a fight, and Oscar Valdez's heart kicks in, and he starts to mix it up. He trades, and I think Miguel Bertel's just skill set and his ferocity just outwork him, and I think he stops him.
All
That's
right.
gonna be my prediction.
I'm going to go Miguel Berchelt. Decision, though. I'm going to say decision, man. I'm going to say decision.
Okay.
I think most people are going to predict a KO. But I'm going to say decision, man. I'm going to give Oscar Valdez some credit. I'm going to give the Canelo team some credit. I think he goes 12 rounds. I don't see him winning. He can't shock the world.
Yeah.
But I see just Berchelt using that size and that power to beat him most rounds. But I think Valdez survives, man. He has the heart of a lion. So that's my bet, man. Berchelt by decision.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt that he's gonna have a great game plan. I think his Mexican heart is gonna kick in, and it's gonna get into a fight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to decision. I just think my boy Berchel's gonna get that knockout. I just feel it. I just feel it. So let's go. Let's get that 2-0. Let's get that 2-0. I feel like Martinez. That one's I think that one. I'm pretty confident with that one. With the Berchel, I'm hoping Oscar Valdez fights with his heart, so I could be right on that one. But we'll see. At the end of the day, it's gonna be a great fight. These are two great Mexican warriors that are gonna give us a probable fight of the year. So that one's gonna be great. We've talked about how that one fell through. We were like, damn, we gotta wait a little bit longer. But yeah, it's here. Hopefully nothing happens. No COVID test, nothing. I hope everything goes right and we get that fight and it becomes a great fight.
Yeah. Dang it, I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's so excited, man. It's an exciting time. February's hot.
What were we talking about just now? We're still on Berchelt.
Berchel, Oscar
I
Valdez.
was writing some stuff down. Fuck, I had something funny to say. Well, too bad. I'll say it next time. Yeah, Valdez. Yeah, I don't remember.
Who else do we have on that card again? Let's see.
We have Gabriel Flores Jr. against Jason Velez. Esquiva Falcao against Arthur Akabov. Elvis Rodriguez is back. Brian Lua. Xander Zayas is on there. Javier Martinez, a young man. Good guy to keep an eye on. And AB is fighting February 20 as well.
February 20. Man, that's your favorite date. February 20. Oh, 320. 320.
Yeah.
Man. It's gonna be good. It's a good 2 months. February, March.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you're only saying all that stuff about Miguel Berchelt just because he's watching. I know you. I know you.
Dude, he's watching us on the big screen right now. He's got he's got a 70-inch. He's there with his family watching us. He's gonna give us a clap for the show. But like, man, don't hype me up too much. I don't want to prove you wrong, but no, he follows the show. He's a big fan, of course.
Of course, man. He's watching. Eddie Reynoso's watching too. Shout out to him. Alexis, Big Bro says Berchelt within 7. Woo. Dang.
I'm gonna say 9. But I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see him being stopped in the later rounds, man. Yeah. Berchelt's a beast. He's a monster. But yeah, anything else you got on that?
February 20. To me, it's a great 2 months of boxing coming up. It's the blueprint for what's to come in the year. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about this weekend. Martinez Comey.
All right, let me ask you this: do you want to give the Canelo prediction? Lock it down. Lock it in.
Yeah, we can let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. Why not?
Let's lock it in. You want to say it on 3?
On 3.
I
think we have the same.
1, 2, 3. Canelo by KO.
Well, what round? See that one?
Shocking.
That one, I think we should pick a round. That's how you get it.
For bonus points or what?
For bonus points, yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Should we get a 2-round?
The window? Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do it.
two round window.
All right. Okay, I think I got mine.
Do you want to say it now or you want to save it?
Let's do. Let's do it now. Okay, let's do it now.
Shit, we're doubling down, tripling down.
Let's do it. I got mine already.
Wait. Let me think. Um.
So 2 rounds.
All right, I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
For example, first through second, or 11 through 12. What do you say? Cool.
All right, so I think fifth through sixth.
Okay. I was gonna go with 6 through 7, so we're there.
All right,
we're there. Cool. We both got that 6th round in common. So you're saying 5 through 6. I'm saying 6 through 7.
Yeah.
All right.
See,
lock it in.
There's this consensus idea, like if a guy's not in your league, you usually take care of him before the 5th round or by the 5th round. I think Canelo's gonna want this to last a little longer to give the fans a little bit, but eventually I think he's gonna have to put him out. So 5, 6 for me, 6, 7 for you.
Yep. Locking it in, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to participate in our boxing guessing game, I am making a Google Doc of our predictions. We're starting off with Jackson Martinez and Richard Comey. Both of us are going with Jackson Martinez decision. If you guys want to participate, write down your predictions in the comments section, not in the chat. Write it in the comments so I see it, so I have it, and I'll lock you in, man. And I'm gonna have a little point system. I'll show you guys next podcast. I'll pull it up on the screen, the Google Doc. But yeah, that should be fun. Be fun.
Yo, Gio, you think we're being a little disrespectful to Yildirim? What happens if he does beat the pound for pound number 1? Would that be the biggest upset in boxing?
Yeah. Anything can happen, man. Anything can happen, especially in a fight like this where anybody will be inclined to just be overconfident, right? You're going to fight against a guy who hasn't fought since, 2019, who has, 1 or 2 losses? I forget, but he lost to Darrell, if I'm not mistaken. I can see how someone will get overconfident, man. Look, when the Warriors won them 73 games, that was Kobe's last season. The Lakers won like 16 games all season. One of the games they won was against that team. The Warriors, who went, 73-9, I believe. Yeah. One of their 9 losses was to one of the worst Lakers team ever. So anything could happen. Is it likely? Probably not, but, I think we've seen crazier things.
Yeah. Just to touch on the topic of upsets, today marks the day 31 years ago, February 11, 1990, when one of the biggest upsets, if not the biggest upset in boxing, happened. I think you know which one this is, Gio. Can you guess it?
Is it Mr. Buster?
Yes, it's Mr. Buster Douglas.
You said how long ago?
31 years ago, bro.
So what is that, 91?
I was 90. February 11, 1990. So you weren't born yet.
I don't even know what year we're in, man.
I was probably being conceived around this time when that happened.
They were making you.
Because 9 months later, I was born. But February 11, 1990, the biggest upset in boxing occurred when Mr. Buster Douglas dethroned the, I believe, 37-0 Mike Iron Tyson.
Yeah.
And so, that's crazy, dude.
That was a good fight, actually. If y'all ever want to go back, if y'all haven't watched it, that's a good fight. Mike Tyson against Buster Douglas. Tyson had the chance to knock him out. Buster survived. He was a big dude, man. Was he like 6'3" or something like that? He was a big guy. Yeah. He survived and took care of Mike, man. It's crazy to say, but he did.
Yeah, I don't know if you look back at the long count. Do you think it was a long count? Do you think, I don't know, Mike should have given that? Should have gone that one go his way or no?
Probably. From what I remember, the referee kind of intervened a couple of times, no? He was getting in the way. He was counting, trying to give Buster a chance or this and that. But, hey, man, this is boxing. Anything can happen. Yeah. All it takes is that one punch.
Yeah, now that was like that perfect storm where everything was going. I mean, everything motivated Buster. The passing of his mom, the the affirmation that this was his one and maybe last chance at a title. You know, Mike Tyson not taking it seriously, partying, hanging out with girls, you know, just not taking boxing seriously, getting dropped in sparring. There's a footage of that going. And just it was a perfect moment for Buster to gain the title. So biggest upset in boxing till this day.
Till this day. Let me hit that.
Yeah, I think the one that rivals it, of course, the one that rivals is the Andy Reese versus of course your boy AJ, but now that one remains and it's still the biggest upset. So today, 31 years ago, a lot of us weren't even born yet, but historic day.
I don't know why I hit that one, but I did. But anyway, let's move on real quickly. We're about 48 minutes in. Let's see, just some announcements, local boxing going on, some local stars. Of course, Right Hook Roxy will be in an exhibition match March 6th against Mirari Vivar. You're rocking the shirt, Chris. Let me switch it on to you. There you go. Got that shirt. Rocking it. So March.
I get 10% every time I wear it. 10% straight to my account.
Pay up.
So they say.
You just interrupted my great soliloquy, man. Now I can't do an Instagram post. Thanks a lot, fool. But anyway, right, March 6th, Right Hook Roxy exhibition match, pay-per-view. Show them the shirt, Chris. There you go. Get yourself one. I think they should still be in stock. But anyway, pay-per-view. From what I understand, it's going to be a $10 pay-per-view, and it's for a good cause. I don't have all the details. You guys can check out Right Hook Roxy's Instagram for that, at Right Hook Roxy, if you guys want more details. But that's going down March 6th. Now, Vivad is a local fighter as well. She's 2-0, if I'm not mistaken. She's a professional, undefeated, but they're going to do this for a good cause. So that should be good, man. That should be good. And they're good friends. They're sparring partners, so they know each other. It's going to be an exhibition. But yeah, that should be fun. And then Alan Garcia, of course, another Coach G fighter. 2-0, 2 KOs, 18 years old now. He's fighting on February 27th. From my understanding, the card is in Guadalajara. And Martin Saldaña, our guy, 14-0 middleweight, local fighter, of course, as well. He's from Hollywood, North Hollywood, I believe. He's fighting on the same card, February 27th, and they fight out of the same gym there at Buddy McGirt. So that should be pretty cool. Some local fighters, action going on. And last thing I heard from the Jackrabbit boys, from the Long Beach boys, is they're trying to do February 27th as well in Tijuana. So we'll see if that comes to fruition.
Yeah. Now they're going to the ATR vault for that trip. But yeah, it's always fun going to Mexico, covering these guys' fights. Very promising fighters. Ashton Silva, Mr. Lolo Harris. Big announcements coming for those guys. So it's always an honor to go in and see them do their thing. But yeah, shout out to all these local fighters, Roxy, Martin Saldaña, Mr. Kansas boy, doing his thing out there. Kansas. So yeah, we're supporting local fighters, and yeah, I can't wait to see them grow. Roxy, can't wait to see that pay-per-view.
Yes, sir. And before I forget, let me send it's 824, man. Shout out to Kobe. But before I forget, let me send a big shout out to Puro Golpe, man, of course, sponsoring the show, official sponsor of the ATR podcast, Puro Golpe. Check out the shop at www.purogolpe.com, and you guys can follow them at Puro Golpe. That's what's up. What else you got?
For me, I think we covered it most. Julio, I think we got a great card coming up this weekend. I think everybody should tune in. We went into some of that little drama with Wilder and Breland. Shout out to Mr. Mark Breland for doing the right thing.
We know he's going to be watching. Shout out to him.
Even when it's not popular, even when it gets you fired, man, stand by your beliefs, your principles, and should never go wrong.
Yes, sir.
Any last plugins?
Nah, that's all I got, man. But if you guys are in tune with the ATR Entertainment podcast, there's going to be a couple dropping tomorrow, the George Russell podcast, and also the Children of the Trenches dropping tomorrow. I'm not sure if I have anything else. I did want to show you guys some memes. Oh, I think I have it here. I think I actually have it here. I'm not even sure. Oh, here it is. I was supposed to show these last week, so You guys see the Bernie there with the Smokey. Yo, they had that Bernie meme everywhere. You have that one with Mike Tyson having Bernie as a guest, smoking with him. And then shout out to our guys from the New Generation Barbershop. This was hilarious.
That was funny.
Bernie waiting there. And of course, you know, when we had him back as our guest, that's where the meme started. He was on our show. He had the mitts, you know. And then I saw this by AB. I thought this was interesting. He was in a trash can full of ice. That was his ice bath thing. My question is, how do you get out of that? Kind of crawl out of there or something? I don't know. But yeah, those are some of the memes. And I do have one more that I have to like download. Let's see if I could pull it up. If you can entertain the listeners real quick, Chris.
That's probably more funny.
Give me a
for
minute
the people
or
that are
two.
tuning in, he was in our podcast, and then they photoshopped him and they put him on the Capitol Hill. So that there is fake. He was actually on our show.
Yeah.
That's where this thing started, and that's where it took off. We're still waiting for him to give us a shout out, but you know, Bernie's busy. He's got a lot of senatorial duties in Vermont.
More important things to take care of. We understand.
He's got the establishment he's fighting against, so he's a busy dude. You know, we're just lucky to have him on that episode, and so he's our boy. We'll get him back.
Yeah, you know, we're trendsetters, man, above anything. So let me try to pull up these other pictures. Let's see if I get the chance while you keep talking to the people.
AB's actually a trendsetter himself. You know, he's trying to bring that trash can back off of the ground from Sesame Street.
The can man.
When you're wrong.
All right, so this is. Let's see if it pulls up. Oh shoot! Where to go? Oh, what's going on? Oh, there it is. So I saw this one today on someone's Instagram. This was pretty damn funny, man. You see it, Chris? Do you see it now on your screen?
Is that Bill Cosby?
Yeah. So they got. This is good, man. This is good. This is good stuff right here. This is good stuff right here, man. That is creative.
That's wrong, but so right.
Yeah. I get you. And then this other one, I found this other one that was just stupid, but when I saw it, I found it to be hilarious. Look at this. Come on, dude. Who does this? Why?
Dude, some people have too much time.
Man, y'all are something. Man, what's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all having too much fun. Look at this guy over there dying. The internet is undefeated. What's wrong with y'all on the internet, man? What is wrong with you guys? This is unbelievable.
That's too funny. That was good. That's good. That's my favorite one. That was even better than Bill. Yeah, that one made me cry.
There's no context behind it. That's just I just found it somewhere. I mean, it was just there, and come on, man.
Okay, I don't even want. I had a good joke, but we might have him on the show one day. I don't want him to be like, why'd you say that joke?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That was funny.
We're not clowning on Canelo. No pun intended. We're gonna have him on the show soon, so we can't clown him. But I thought this was a very good meme that somebody out there created. Shout out to you, whoever created this, man. Piece of art.
It's still a pound for pound, man. He's the GOAT right now. But that is a GOAT meme right there too.
All right, man. I think that's all I got for today, man. Enough clowning around. For all the new listeners, man, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already to the YouTube channel. We're trying to hit 5K this year, man. We're almost at 2,000, so we're getting there. Please like the videos, man. Share them out if you can. And we'll be looking to make some more donations, Chris, in the near future for these amateur boxers. So, you know, it doesn't cost anything to watch the videos and like them and all that stuff. You know, that's how we can make a little bit of change and make some donations, man. But yeah, I think that's basically all I got, man. I don't know if I'm forgetting something. If I did, I'll just mention it next show.
Hey, there you go. For my part, again, just thank you for everybody that's tuning in, checking in, joining us on the live chat. It makes the podcast that much better. Don't miss this weekend. Past guest of the show, Martinez takes on Richard Comey. It's a great fight. It's a great crossroads match. The winner gets back in contention for a title shot. So this means so much to these guys who had some setbacks in the past. So can't wait to see that elevated to main event. Don't miss it.
100%, man. Best of luck. You guys heard it, man. You guys heard our predictions. We got Jackson Martinez decision. Chris got Berchelt by KO. I got Berchelt by decision. And we're both going with Canelo KO. And we also mentioned the round. So I'm going to try to pull up that Google Doc next time we have a podcast. Maybe Tuesday or Thursday. We'll see. Yeah, that's basically it, man, till this day.
Great.
God them. And I don't know who NM is, man. Flat out.
Woo, that's all I
Against
got.
the ropes, number one.
We're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll leave you with the memes, man. Let's go, Mike.